just over 3 kilometers to run for Sisay Lemma, looking still very, very good. Has won 3 of his 24 marathons, London, Ljubljana and Frankfurt. But if he were to win here, this would be firmly putting his marathon career back on track. 32 years of age. Their determination on Walkinish's face. And what a comeback this would be for her.
Yeah, she looks really good. She looks like she's now starting to pull away again. She did earlier on a few kilometers ago and then got reeled back in. So 1 hour and 50 minutes you can see on the screen on your right, but also on the race clock behind as well, on top of the one of the support vehicles. And great noise out on the street, great support. You can see that with the crowds on both sides of the course. They absolutely love their running here in Valencia, and they love supporting and seeing high-class, top-quality running. And Sisay Lemma is giving them a real show today. But he's looking at his watch, looks like his cadence has dropped just very slightly. Whether Walde can close that gap or whether there's anything that can happen from behind, Richard, these are the real tough stages of the marathon.
Brilliant running by Sisay Lemma. He's still on target for a course record. We didn't really expect to see Lemma attacking Kelvin Kiptum's course record from last year, but his last 3 kilometer splits, 2:52, 2:52, 2:53, still looking good, and that's why he's opened up this massive lead over Walde. I think it's well over 150, maybe even 200 meters. Gone through 38 kilometers in 1:49.16, just approaching, actually, sorry, through 39 kilometers now, so less than 3 kilometers of running. Lemma with a big lead, and still looking on target to go inside Kiptum's course record set here in Valencia 12 months ago.
Yeah, 2 miles of running. He's going past the old station, past the bull ring as well. So the marathon being his bull, he is the matador out there on the streets as the marathon runner. And he's got inside 2 miles of running, so around about 3 kilometers. So this is going to really now start to become a bit tough, unless he obviously can find a 3rd or 4th wind now. And if anyone can do it, if anyone is strong enough, it is Sisay Lemma on the screen. And he will be getting that projection from the lead vehicle of how close he is to that course record. And also that national record, 61, or that 201, sorry, 41 by Kenenisa Bekele, who we still think is out on the street right now, and whether he can go inside that Masters world record of his own. So last split was he was dropping off, but we'll try and get an update on that. So lead screen showing the women take her through 35 kilometers in 1 hour 52 minutes and 34 seconds. So dropped off course record pace by over a minute now, and it's about winning now. That's the most important thing, and it also will be very close to her lifetime best as well. So if she can go inside the 2:17 mark, she'd be absolutely delighted with that top spot and a personal best. I don't think she could ask for anything more today.
Yeah, great comeback for Degefer. Had the national record when she ran 2:17.41. That was only good enough for 2nd place in Dubai 4 years ago, but today looks as though she's on course for another marathon victory. Has won 3 out of her 5 marathons so far, and it's possible that she's going to go under her best 2:17.41, but outside the course record set here by Amana Barisa. On the right-hand side, there's the leading Spanish athlete, Mayita Mayouf. Still got some company from male athletes So she's well under course record, sorry, the national record set here by Marta Galliman when she ran 2:26. Well, Mayu's best time was set in Valencia last year, 2:21, and that's why she's well inside that and possibly even on course for a new best time today. Well, there's the Porta del Mar, which is about 2 kilometers from the finish. So Sisay Lemma with probably about 6 minutes, under 6 minutes of running left as he heads back down towards Gulliver's Garden and this final mile and a bit run into the City of Arts and Sciences. Great crowds out on the streets.
And look at that, the course record is way under threat here, 1 hour, 55 minutes and 12 seconds. So on our calculations, 26 seconds inside course record pace, but needs to close this out now. So it was 6 minutes and 12 seconds, or 6 minutes and 14 seconds, I should say, which was 14 minutes and 11 pace in terms of 5K split by Kelvin Kiptum 12 months ago. So that's for the 2.195 kilometers from that 40 kilometer split. So it's going to be very, very close, but I think he's operating at a fast enough time for that. So a 6:29 would bring him there inside the Ethiopian national record and inside that course record time. So Sisay Lemma is heading towards a 2:01 clock in. That is phenomenal running.
Yeah, he slowed slightly in the last 2 kilometres after that. When he broke away, he ran his 2:52, 2:52. Last 2 kilometres have been 2:56, 2:57, but he's still got a very big lead over second placed David Walde. And James, as you say, he is still inside course record pace, and yeah, possibly on for a new Ethiopian national record, Kenenisa's national record, 2:01.41 under threat. And this is the section you can see with lots of trees, the garden route alongside the river El Rio, which is the piece of road that will bring them back into this amazing setting for the finish around the hemisphere in the City of Arts and Sciences. And it's Lemma still looking good, working very, very hard, but through 41 kilometers.
And if he does break Kenenisa Bekele's Ethiopian record, he would be the 3rd fastest runner of all time. Obviously, Kelvin Kiptum sits at top of the tree. Eliud Kipchoge 2:01.09 in Berlin in 2022. So this would or is one of the best performances of all time on the streets right now. The Valencia Marathon, Trinidad Alfonso 2023, and we are just around about 80 seconds away from the 2-hour mark. So he is into the very last mile on the course. Sisay Lemma, the 32-year-old decorated marathon runner. He looked the best from the beginning of the race, the aggressor from the beginning, and now he's really taken it to them over the second half of this race.
Yeah, fastest time of the year so far was set by Kiptum in Chicago. That was the world record. And the second fastest time this year, also by Kiptum in London in April. Well, Lemma, he might be on course for the 3rd fastest winning time this year. Looking very good. 800 meters left. Lemma in sight of the start-finish arena. He'll come down onto the blue carpet with just over 400 meters to run. So he can see the hemisphere in front of him. There's the 700 meter mark, the last 100 meters, last 700 meters all marked out in 100 meters. Lemma knows the victory is his.
It is, and we go to the 2-hour mark now. So you can see the pace is starting to drop very slightly, but he knows he's got 600 meters of running. This is a distance he would have run multiple times on the track, on the road. He'd have dreamed about this moment, and he would have obviously planned it out with his coach, with his agent, to get to Valencia in the best possible shape. It was clear from the beginning of the race that that was the case, and the very welcome sign of the 400 meters to go mark. So on the track, that would be signaled by the bell. Here, he gets the applause of the spectators on the course side. So he can now enjoy the finishing straight here at the Hemispheric, the city of arts and science here in Valencia. This futuristic setting and beautiful finishing straight. So coming into the home straight is one of the very best marathon runners in the world. He can enjoy this moment. It's going to be a new course record here in Valencia. It's going to be the third fastest time, or he's going to become the third fastest runner of all time, taking the Valencia Marathon Trinidad Alfonso title for 2023. Is going to be the 32-year-old Ethiopian Sisay Lemma. He looks absolutely delighted to be coming down towards the line now. The crowd are making the noise. He's going to be just outside the Ethiopian national record. But the Valencia Marathon Trinidad Alfonso champion for 2023 is Sisay Lemma. What a run.
What a run, and a new course record. And we certainly didn't expect that coming into this race. Lemma being congratulated by another Ethiopian, not quite sure who that is, but what a win for him, his fourth marathon victory. And look at this, it's